And just like that, we are 2 weeks in. We've got 1 week to go of the lockdown. Reason to celebrate. Day 14 is award-winning wines, and we are handling our amazing art range. The art of Pinot Noir and the art of Chardonnay. These are possibly two of my favorite wines ever, so it is super great to be handling them today. I've got gorgeous 2017 vintages for you, one vintage before our 96-point rated wines by Tim Atkin. So we're very, very excited about that. They are two gorgeous expressions of terroir, beautiful winemaking, and just absolutely wines of distinction. Resonance is an incredibly important aspect of winemaking for creation, and especially when producing our art of Pinot Noir and our art of Chardonnay. The vineyards and the wines speak for where they're grown. They're truly terroir-specific wines, and that is why it's so important for us that we explain where they come from, the soils that they're grown, and the type of climate that they're in. We've mentioned it before, but obviously very important. It's at the core of what makes us a cool climate region. We've got those lovely Atlantic breezes that blow in and keep the vineyards nice and cool. We've got morning mists quite often. We've got those lovely winds that blow up and down the valley to keep our vineyards nice and dry so we don't battle with humidity and rot. And all of these factors contribute to delaying the ripening process of the grapes, which really allows, like I said, a good slow development of flavor, high in concentration of aroma profile and flavors within the grape and the grape skins. And these quartz soils, I've got the example of what's dotted around the vineyards. They reflect light back up into the vines, and that allows also full ripeness and development to happen of the grapes that we use. So a site-specific wine taken out of a specific block in a specific area for these reasons. The specific soil profile, the virus-free Dijon clones that we've got on the farm, as well as the fact that it is an area that successfully produces grapes of really great quality. And what we did with our 2017 Chardonnay is we barrel fermented these, which is nice and interesting for a white wine as it allows the fermentation process to occur within the oak. We did 20 degrees for the ferment, which allows naturally for malolactic conversion to take place and gives you a little bit of a softer acidity, and it brings in a lot of those beautiful flavors, maybe a hint of butterscotch appearing in this wine as a result. And after that we took it to press, and we did a whole bunch press, and we used the free run juice for our art. This is important because free run juice is with the pure weight of the grapes, the gravity within the press starts that process, and it's the purest in fruit profile, it's the cleanest juice, as well as being naturally protected with natural sulfur dioxide present within the grapes, nothing added, and that protects from oxidation, so it remains and keeps the purity of the fruit. So very, very high quality, lovely and gorgeous. After you've pressed and gotten and extracted the beautiful juice from the grapes, we mature for 10 months in French oak, and we've got a 40-40-20 split between new, second fill and third fill oak. This is important because it allows a good impart of flavor with that new wood, but again, those softer, more delicate flavors of wood that come in with the second and third fills, creating a nice round, gorgeously oaked Chardonnay. Not too full, not too oaky, not too bold, but still with enough of those flavors to give a beautiful textured mouthfeel and rich palate. It is really one of my favorite wines. It's got a beautiful lime nose, a little bit of quince, so it's very fresh. I can smell the butterscotch notes a little bit of like a chopped almond. Very, very nice. It alludes to a lot more on the palate, so I think that it hides away a little bit until you taste it, the arts. So they're approachable, they're very easy, but they lure you in, you want more. It's just sublime. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got elements of vanilla, layers of butterscotch, beautiful sort of flinty textures that come through. You can taste the architecture, you can taste where it comes from, you can taste the mineral quartz, you can taste the sunshine that's been absorbed into the grapes, you can taste the ripeness, those beautiful fruit profiles. I can taste stone fruit, there's pear and vanilla, peach, that sun ripeness that comes through on that. It's really just a beautiful wine. The other important thing I think to note about the Chardonnay is that it's got a beautiful structure. This is an age-worthy white wine. It's got beautiful fruit notes, it's got a good acidity, the alcohol is not too high, but there's enough there that in 10 years time you could open up this bottle and it's going to shine. It's going to have changed, it's going to have evolved, you'll get your more dried fruit characters from age, But really, at the end of the day, it's a wine of great finesse and really something that's been produced very elegantly, resonating with the hand that tended to the wine, JC, and the vineyard that it's grown in and where it's found. So it's our beautiful encapsulation of a wine that's truly terroir specific.